Real Chicagoans are asking me, how could you possibly even consider running for re-election as mayor of the city of Chicago after all the harm you've caused?
Well, I disagree with you fundamentally, and I don't think I need to address any and dignify your comments 1 second further.
Well, I bet the people of Chicago might differ. That was reporter William Kelly asking a valid question of Mayor Lori Lightfoot as she tries to lay the groundwork for her re-election campaign. Lightfoot insists that crime is down and the economy is booming. She says there's a narrative out there that our city is heading in the wrong direction. That noise is completely belied by these objective data points, which show a very robust economy that is creating jobs and opportunity. Now, joining us now for more on this is constitutional law attorney and former federal prosecutor Katie Cherkasky. Katie, great to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I mean, every reporter's ever wanted to ask a poorly performing politician that question. How can you possibly consider running for re-election? But we know the answer, right? She is a politician. She's got nothing else. So you got to go with this.
Exactly. I mean, we know where her priorities lie and why she wants to be the mayor. For her own ego, not to actually address the reality of what's going on in the city and to acknowledge that there is work to be done. To just blatantly disregard statistics and the facts that the people in Chicago know to be true is just a pure attempt for her own ego boost to get this campaign going, regardless of the actual reality of things, which is very sad. And I think it's blatant here. So
and again, I think
get that opportunity.
I think this is one of those situations where everyone was excited, I think, on the left about Lori Lightfoot being an openly gay, female, minority mayor of Chicago. But, I mean, somehow she's managed to do worse than Rahm Emanuel and other people who've held that same position. How can she possibly sit there and make the case that the city is thriving and that crime isn't up? I mean, we're talking about kids getting shot every single weekend in Chicago. I mean, dozens of kids.
Well, I guess the identity politics can only take you so far, obviously, in terms of what actually gets done in the city. So the reality is what it is in terms of the crime. And the fact that she would just so blatantly disregard that and not even want to discuss it in such a way just shows you exactly what this is all about. And it's not about bettering the city or reducing crime. It's about her own personal ambitions. And that's just straight up what this reporter asked her and got a very direct answer, which we take to be how she feels about that. And I think that is very evident to people that have seen this interview and hopefully will really consider what these people are in it for in terms of politics, whether it's actually to help the city or just for their own sake.
I mean, most people know that state court and federal court are light years apart in the way that things operate there. And I don't know if you have any experience, prosecuting cases in a state court, but I think you can probably talk to this about how disheartening it is as a prosecutor when someone like Lori Lightfoot constantly undercuts your attempts to, pursue justice.
Of course. And laws are only as good as you enforce them. They have no meaning if they're not enforced. And so, of course, there's going to be a trickle-down effect from that. So that can't be denied. I think it's really impossible for a lot of other agencies to operate as they're intended when you don't have the support of leadership at the government level. So it's a problem across the board. She is at the helm of that, and that needs to take responsibility and understand all of these different things and how they've led to the state of the city as it is.
Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing if you lived in Chicago, she would not have your vote.
I don't think so, based on what I've seen.
All right, Katie, great to see you. Thanks for coming on the show. We'll talk soon.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime.